Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? Single Scorpios, your love life. What is it you need to know? Clarity, please. Yeah, 4 vessels. Yeah, someone here is not reliable. You have somebody here who doesn't know what they want. Yeah, I feel like you feel like giving up possibly here, or it's yourself, but someone here just feels like giving up. Yeah. I do see a King of Wands here. Ooh. I do see online dating, social media, someplace in your community. I see people, there's some sort of get-together gathering, some kind of good news. Yeah, when you're just about ready to give up, and it could be this person too, you know, ready to give up, but yeah, I do see opportunity coming in, things moving very quickly. Some of you got multiple opportunities, but I also see that been there, done that. If you got someone who keeps ignoring you, or yeah, it looks like someone ignoring someone, but this is also someone here who I feel doesn't know what they want. This is someone who knows what they want. Wow. They're in your social circle somewhere, whether it's on or offline. Let's have a look at the 4 of Vessels. Yeah, you got an opportunity coming in. Yeah, you got a King of Wands. Now, if this is somebody where you're reaching out to this person, but to me, it looks like we have someone who's not taking an opportunity possibly from another person, or they've given up on something. We'll see. But often it's just the way the card faces. We'll see in a moment here. Let's have a look at the 10 of Wands. Yeah. So it's about, you've got someone here who I feel already knows what they want. They want to build a foundation. But some of you have someone who doesn't know what they want. There it is. It has to do with someone taking the lead, coming in right. See, it's whether someone's right for someone or not. It has to do with being fair. It has to do with harmony. I actually feel like you have an opportunity to connect with someone here. And it's because somebody else isn't reliable, possibly. But this is someone who takes the lead. They have confidence and self-control. This is someone keeping their, emotions in check at the same time. But if you are someone who feels like giving up and you're just about ready to put something behind, here it comes. Let's have a look at the 10 of, yeah. So there is an energy of competition, but it's someone who takes action. Yeah, I do see people, I see a celebration, people getting together. Sometimes the 5 of Wands is people just partying, celebrating, dancing. And other times it can be playful too. It can be somebody who teases someone, competing energy. But I do feel there is some kind of competition here. Yeah. Yeah, it has to do with the Hierophant. The way someone conducts themselves, their lifestyle habits. This is somebody who has faith in themselves. So it's about faith, loyalty, being on the same page. Yeah, I feel like you're just not on the same page. I feel like you got someone who's dramatic, or they're just, I feel like there's someone here who just doesn't know what they want. And I do think some of you need to figure out what it is you want here. Yeah, because I do feel like there's an energy of 2 people on the same page, 2 people, not conflicting personalities. So I do feel there's this energy of more than likely conflicting personalities. Yeah, someone who's here for the good times. See, as soon as there's any conflict and argument, it's sometimes the person who's out of here. Yeah. I think some of you need to take your power back from someone here, because I feel like you're fed up and just feel like giving up. See, this person's not a quitter. They're not giving up. This person's not giving up on love. The other person you're dealing with is someone who's focused on self. It's all about me. They create a lot of drama. See, and every time they don't get what they want, there's some sort of confrontation. Someone who's not ready. Someone who's being kind of immature. Interesting. So you've got a couple people here. Could be somebody who's younger, but often it's just a person it's all about me. And they create a lot of drama and confrontation. See, conflicting personalities. You're just not on the same page. Yeah, yeah. Somebody here who keeps it all in, they keep it to themselves. See, indulge me, give me what I want, but you never get what you want. See, that's a difference between these two people. One of them's all about themselves. Yeah, they keep it all in too. Look at that, arms crossed, fill my cup. You'll never get what you want from this person. Let's have a look at the Eight of Wands. This person's also a little smug. It's like, give me what I want or I'll go get it somewhere else kind of energy. Yeah, someone who creates a little drama. But it could even be yourself where you're just, you know, tired of the conflicting energies, personalities. Because it's about just not being on the same page. It could be lifestyle, just the way they conduct themselves. It could be somebody who's not faithful or loyal. It's like you're more loyal to someone than they are to you. So there's your choices. I feel like you have a choice. Now, if you're unaware of any of these energies, this is them telling you to get yourself out there. Be more social. Because you can see one thing leads to another as well. Yeah, this is a life path decision. Multiple opportunities. Some of you, I feel like you're ready to give up. Been there, done that with someone. I feel like you're not going to give somebody what they want here. See, as somebody who's focused on that wand, it's all about me. Give me what I want. Yeah. Tell me about this King of Wands. Yeah, this person, their cup runneth over. They know a good thing when they see it. See, there's opportunity here. Opportunity. This could be someone who has, it could be this person who has multiple opportunities and maybe they're giving up on you. The feminine energy, if you are the feminine energy here. I do see Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Cancer, Taurus. Maybe another Scorpio. I don't really feel like it is because I usually need to see the King of Wands and the King of Cups to see a Scorpio with that energy. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Yeah, so I can see this energy of walking away. It's no longer emotionally fulfilling, but it's what you're searching for. So somebody else here has opportunities and they're walking away. They're not interested in the options they have. No one here's their type. But this is someone here. You're what this person's searching for. You see, but I feel like you are also in that energy. I feel some of you are moving on. You're giving up. This person's not a quitter, though. They're not giving up. They're just looking for something better. They want emotional fulfillment. Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups. But yeah, whatever you do, do not indulge this person. Do not give them what they want, because you will not get what you want. So yeah. Interesting energy, but it is an energy of someone being cautious as well. For some, they're just being cautious, being careful what they wish for. But it is an energy of two people who are looking for the same thing. Someone who's reliable, someone who pulls their weight, someone who's dependable. I feel like you got someone you cannot depend on. Yeah, the person who's just, like I say, they're here for the good times. Anytime there's confrontation, it's somebody who moves on. Yeah. It's sort of like it just never goes anywhere. Okay, but I feel with this other person, this could actually go somewhere. Yeah, this is getting off that emotional roller coaster. I see a new cycle here. Getting out, socializing. So it has to do with something to do with timing. The timing. Yeah, see, this is someone, there's a spark, there's desire. So I do think it's somebody here finds you attractive, desire, but they'll never fill your cup. They want you to indulge them. They're focused on the physical part of the connection. It's all about me, right? Yeah, so that's one of them. The other person I feel is different. It could go somewhere, but I do think you have to make a choice, a life path choice here. Because I do see this been there, done that with someone, and then I see this other opportunity coming in. Somebody who's not giving up. They're looking for, someone who's looking for the same thing you are. Someone who's fair. Somebody who comes in right. Someone who has control of their emotions. They're determined to succeed. They don't give up on their person. This is someone who's a quitter. But the other person I feel is underneath this energy. They are the person who's making this choice, choosing the one. See, they only want this one, they want that one person. They're following that one path. But it's about the two of you coming together. Yeah, see, it's an energy of new. There's happiness at the end of this. I see some happiness. I see clarity. Someone who's high vibrational, where you got someone who's a little more low vibrational. They just create drama and they're jealous. See, they don't, it's somebody who, when you're about to move on, they don't want someone else to have you. So they come back in, but you never get what you want. It never goes anywhere. And I don't think it ever will. I just don't see it. I feel this is someone who will just keep walking away as soon as you fill their cup. Indulge me. See, this person's kind of content the way things are in some way too. Okay? They're kind of, the Page of Wands energy is the person is content kind of the way things are. So basically they're getting the best of both worlds, and you keep indulging them. I feel like you keep indulging them. You keep filling their cup, giving them what they want. So they're content. They don't need to make any kind of commitment. I think they're a little bit full of themselves too. Like, I do think they're kind of emotionally closed off, whatever their issue is. But the other person's seeking. They're seeking something. Tell me about, see, they're seeking emotional fulfillment. Yeah. Sag energy. It's just someone taking a step back, feeling something is off. So this is someone who feels something is off. Someone's not their type. So there is somebody here who wants to offer you this cup. They want to fill your cup. But it's almost like they're just about ready to give up on you. It could go that way. But it is, I definitely see strong Sag. Some of you, there's Leo energy. Some of you got a new person possibly too. I wouldn't be surprised if you feel that there's a couple people and no one's your type. So it's very possible you have another person coming in. But just be very careful of who you let in, because one of these I don't think is going to go anywhere. But one of these is definitely high vibrational, very positive person. Yeah, someone who's stable. And they come in right too. They know what they want. So I do see the energy of patience. I do see opportunity. I do see temptation as well. It's all about your type. Some of you have options, but nobody's your type. Or you feel something's always off. But I definitely see an energy of someone new coming in. See what you're searching for. Yeah, I do see a victory here. Look at that, win-win for you and another person. I think there's a person here who's kind of like, what have I got to lose? They're going to come in and start something with you. They're making a choice. They're choosing you. And they are definitely high vibrational, positive, a happy person, someone who looks at the bright side, win-win. But there's this moment of enlightenment, this moment of truth. Yeah, someone's coming up with ideas here. See, it's about coming up. There's ideas as well. Someone's trying to come up with some kind of idea. So I don't know if you reached out to this person. Maybe they ignored you. I don't know. But I feel like this is someone who has a lot of offers and opportunities, but there's no one their type. Something's always off. That's why I feel this person's focused on you. Yeah, no one's reliable. See, nobody's reliable. They don't pull their weight. They're not responsible. Yeah. This person doesn't have any baggage either. Yeah, somebody who works. See, they work. It is somebody who does definitely have a lot on their plate, but I feel they're very responsible. They try to do the right thing. And they see opportunity. So they are definitely someone who swoops in to take control. I think this is someone who's going to kind of swoop in out of the blue to try to get something going. Because I definitely feel like you got a person who's only focused on the physical connection. That's all they want. They're content, the best of both worlds. So you are, I feel, at a crossroads where you have a choice. Yeah, so you have a choice here. You got a choice here. crossroads, maybe a choice between two, but it's like I say, this could actually go somewhere. It's about taking it to the next level, someone who actually makes some kind of commitment. This is something that's never going to go anywhere. Yeah, this is someone who's pinned down by their thoughts, or they got issues. They're not taking any action. It's a person who just wants you to fill their cup. They want you to fill their cup. Give me what I want. Yeah. I see you on a timeout, possibly yourself too, taking a time out. But like I say, I feel like you're looking at this and you're going, aha, you're seeing the truth. You got a person who wants to get something going with you. But anybody who is a person who has never filled your cup and you've walked away, or they walk away every time there's a confrontation, isn't somebody who, it's somebody who's a quitter. They quit. They give up too easy. So, but I feel for yourself, look at that, multiple opportunities, things speeding up. See, been there, done that with someone. This is where I feel like you're no longer filling someone's cup, no longer indulging them. You have other opportunities. And I feel like you've got, definitely this is an energy of, could be multiple, but look at this, online dating, social media, or somewhere around your community. I see things speeding up. I see a busy time again, and I actually see happiness coming your way. But again, it's like this energy. You can take it or leave it, but this is a win-win for you and another person. Like, what have you got to lose by giving somebody up here a chance while this person isn't moving, isn't taking any action? I feel like you've had a time out from someone a few times, been there and done that. It's sort of like, I think you're getting it here. Yeah, but I see that win-win, and I do see somebody coming up with ideas. They want to connect. Yeah, you got someone here who makes up a lot of excuses. See, they don't necessarily always follow through. Yeah, they got an excuse for everything. I just, honestly, it's someone who just keeps it all for themselves. You know, they just, I don't know. Yeah, but like I say, you're the one who has to choose here. It's telling you to see the truth, being enlightened. Yeah, see, the truth is to do with making a choice. Some of you have a choice to make here. You may have multiple coming up, and I do see a busy time. One of them is positive, happy. Yeah, see, look at the Empress. See, it's about being open for something new. It's telling you to be open to new. See, the Empress doesn't put up with that. Been there, done that. This is why I feel like you're taking your energy elsewhere. You're taking back your power. But the person who's coming towards you sees opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. They want to build. And they want to put in some effort. And they are somebody who definitely pulls their weight. And they see you that way too. Yeah. Tell me more about that person. Tell me more about this King of Wands. Someone leaving their past behind. They're ready to go down this path, you see. Yeah. So they've left their past behind, leaving their options behind. There's no one there they're interested in. What does this King of Wands want? What do they want? Yeah, they're moving on to avoid a disaster, applying lessons learned. Yeah, someone's waiting for things to kind of calm down. It's not always. It's just somebody distancing themselves from someone else. Yeah, applying the lesson. See, it's about harmony. There's someone here who's just not right for this person. Yeah, they're releasing it. They're letting go of their baggage. It's something that isn't meant to be. Yeah. But it's about mutual. You and another person, or like I say, there could be, I don't see friends of friends, but I see the energy of mutual, of two. There's definitely a spark of desire. Someone finds you attractive. See, they want to connect. But I think you got a person who you fill their cup, you indulge them, and you never get what you want from them. Tell me more about the Star. This is somebody kind of popular, maybe well-known in the community. But it's somebody who holds you in very high regard. I do think this person has self-respect. They see you as someone with self-respect as well. So you can see the energy. They're coming in. They want to offer you the cup. This person is actually someone who's ignoring other people. They're not interested in. They're not their type. They see you as more their type. So, I don't know. I feel like this is someone, I mean, there's the cup. They want to fill your cup. And that, to be honest, I feel like it's both of you will fill each other's cup. You'll give each other what you need. Yeah, see the energy of compatibility, and that's what I felt. There's something more compatible. You have more things in common. I see cooperating, compromising, teaming up, partnering up. But this is somebody who's going to create an opportunity, and that's where I feel coming up with some kind of idea to create an opportunity to come together. This person's creative too. They're very creative, quite charming. I think the other person is too. But it's just the energy of these two people. Literally, they could be anyone. It's just showing their energies. Yeah, one of them is actually quite creative. They could be popular. I mean, they could be into music, a musician. They could be someone who does something out in the community. It could be someone who travels. They could be at a distance, but it's someone who's definitely distanced themselves and moving on from the situation because there's somebody here they're not into. And this other person is just like, not this person. This is someone coming towards you. They're leaving their past behind. But this person here, this is the one I'm just, drama. Yeah, excuses, drama. Interesting. Tell me more about justice and we'll wrap it up. Yeah, so let's see, you've got an emperor. This is someone who's leveled up. This person's an emperor here. They know what they want and they know what they need to do. They're leaving the past behind. They got people interested in, but they're not interested in them. No one's their type. This person feels like you're their type. See, the emperor and the empress coming together, but you have to be open. You got to be open to new. You have to, it's about leaving this behind. Been there, done that. Yeah, you've got someone who's a king of cups. So you've got a person who's actually a king of cups. Someone who's in touch with their emotions, not afraid of wearing their heart on their sleeve. They're offering you the cup. Their cup runneth over. When this person comes in, they won't be super emotionally available. Okay, this is somebody who kind of just waits to see if the feelings are mutual first. If you're interested, it's more about interest, but a lot of it's about respect and self-respect. But there's the King of Cups coming in. Yeah, interesting. Tell me about the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who just wants to be single. This is someone who's just, they're just not ready. They're not ready. They're still playing the field, whatever it is they want. They're looking out for themselves. Someone who's got excuses. Yep, crossroads. I told you, this is something that won't go anywhere. This isn't something that'll go anywhere. So this is why I feel like you need to be open. See, the Empress knows when to be open to other offers and opportunities, keeping your options open. And I do feel these could be your options, but to be honest, you have someone who's emotionally available. Yeah, you got someone who's emotionally available, mature, and they are charming. They are an emperor. The other person, like I say, they're just someone who's not ready. They're focused on self. Yeah, see, they're not going anywhere. They're pinned down by their thoughts. They're not going anywhere. They're in action. They're not taking any kind of action. Yeah. There you go. Confirmation. So this is, I do feel like you have a choice. I do feel like high vibrational, positive. See this energy of being open, letting people know you're open and available. And I do think that you'll have opportunities coming your way, but I totally feel been there, done that with someone here. Yeah. But I see good news coming in. See, there's some sort of opportunity, some kind of get together. This person wants to offer you this cup. And you could offer it to them. You could be the person who takes the lead and offers it to them. And then you just kind of wait and be still until this person comes in. So pretty interesting. One more on this Emperor. Yeah, they're definitely very wise. They have experience. They have some Libra energy. So they're fair. See, this is someone who comes in right. They always try to be fair, but they have experience. They know what's expected. They know you're expecting. See, they'll know that They know what's expected. They're mature. They have to be emotionally ready. But this person here, this cup, they know what you want. When you're ready, though, like I say, it's when you're ready. This is definitely an energy of closing a chapter. This is someone who's just kind of going to go with the flow and see the way things go, but it's someone closing out a chapter. This is someone cutting someone else out that they're not interested in. This person's basically will speak truth. But they are definitely someone who I don't think they're coming across as cold. In fact, I feel they're in touch with their emotions. It's just the energy of the King of Cups. They're going to tell you the truth. They've left someone behind who's just not right for them. But this is not somebody who's a quitter. Emperors don't quit. So interesting. But to me, it looks like a whole new chapter here. It looks like a whole new chapter. It's up to you. Take care. Bye for now.